what would happen with the Vikings at home in one of our prime cuts. 3 prime cuts tonight. And the Vikings, you know what? First, they introduced themselves all as a team so the players wouldn't get booed. They got a standing ovation. Brett Favre and the Packers. Brett has had a tough time winning games in this building, although he's won the last 2. And he said, you know what? We scored 52 points the last time. Let me hit Donald Lee. Let me hit Amon Green. Let me hit Robert Ferguson. Let me now go back to pass and search for Antonio Chapman. Let me go over the middle to Donald Duke and the driver. These are his first passes of the game. Robert Ferguson, 44. Then Ferguson lands awkward on his knee. He would not return, but caught the ball first. Then the drive. Are you counting here? Because here's another one. Favre to the end zone for driver. Touchdown!
You look at the placement of this ball. That's Brett Favre at his best, throwing to a spot, back in the end zone, raising the hand in victory.
And driver makes a one-handed catch. Now next time with the ball, driver again to Donald Lee. Then to driver. 10 straight completions to start the game for Brett Favre. What? Goes driver. As the Vikings just look, well, they look like a team with distractions. And why? That was Antonio Chapman. It's 14-0, and the route is on. Favre to William Henderson. Even on a tough throw, they complete it. Then Favre to driver for a first down, and finally, on his 14th attempt, an incompletion. Favre 16 of 19, 2 TDs in the first half. Mike Tice, second straight week. The last week, the Vikings tried to play a game. They were just humbled by the Bears. This week, Dante Culpepper, Brady Papinga makes the hit. Waltzing Mewelde Moore is stuffed. Nick Barnett forces a fumble after contact. Hail Mary at the end of the half. Look, it was a disgusting first half. It was 17-0 Packers.
And when it's going bad, it's going so bad. Look at the view of this ball right there. Nate Burleson has a chance to get it. It looks like it's in his hand. When things are going bad, you can't turn it around sometimes.
But there is a second half. The Vikings have a field goal, 17-3. The youngster, Troy Williamson, with a 13-yard reception from Culpepper. Culpepper to Kukachu Marcus Robinson. 27-yard touchdown. Now, wait a minute. The Vikings are in the game, 17-10. Amon Green, 2-yard gain, down, holding knee. He goes out awkwardly, so the Packers losing player.
Yeah, you take another look at it right there. Difficult to see exactly what happened. Looks like, knees got collided right at the bottom of that pile.
And Culpepper takes the ball himself, runs it for 14 yards. 3rd and 8 Vikes, Culpepper to Burleson. Look again, Nate Burleson flipped upside down, but a big catch, first down. 2 plays later, Culpepper to Waltzing Mewelde. Mewelde Moore scores a touchdown for the 20-17. The Vikes have come from way behind. But wait a minute. Have we ever seen Brett Favre rally a team with 2 minutes to go? To David Martin, 21 yards. Favre. Antonio Chapman, 10 yards, out of bounds, 28. 3rd and 2. Now, this was kind of a tricky play, which I think Mike Sherman and Favre, they might want back. Tony Fisher's stuffed, so they get the field goal to tie, but it looked like a long developing 3rd down play to me. So Mike Tice's team, 36 seconds left. Culpepper to Mewelde Moore, 14 yards to the 50. Timeout, Minnesota. 8 seconds to go. Culpepper, tick, 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 to Marcus Robinson. 12-yard gain, 56-yard attempt for Paul Edinger. Mike Sherman calls timeout to ice the kicker. Mike Tice saying, relax, hit it. Edinger corkscrews it. And for 56 yards, good. After all of this, and after a 17-point deficit, emotional Vikings have beat the Pack. And Brett Favre, he's seen it all in this building. So is Mike Sherman. And the Vikings, with an improbable, if you consider everything that's been going on, 23-20 win over the Green Bay Packers. The 56-yard field goal, amazing. This was a team that lost its last 2 games, 58-13. Brett Favre, now 4-10 lifetime in this building. And you wonder how long this field goal is to win a game at the end of regulation. Only Tom Dempsey's longest field goal in NFL history, 63 yards for the Saints outside against Detroit. in 1970, longer than what you just saw by Paul Edinger of Minnesota. Ed Werder at the Homer Dome reports.
The Vikings seem close to turning a bad season into something resembling abysmal Sunday. In their last chance to save themselves, the Vikings trailed the rival Packers 17-0 at halftime. And fuming coach Mike Tice headed to the locker room with only a brief opportunity to inspire his demoralized players.
The tone was stern. Stern. I didn't throw anything. But I talked negatively for the first time in 2 years.
His tone was just like one of the guys in here with pads on. You know, if you close your eyes, you would think it was a teammate talking.
Coach came in, he definitely gave us, you know, a pep talk and told us that it's time for us to step up, and we answered the call.
We feel him on a personal level. It's not just a head coach and we have to listen to him just because he's our authority, but he's a brother. He's one of us. He played the game, so he said everything that we needed to hear to go out there and win the game.